Yes. Opa.
Opa.
That's a Greek thing, right?
It is.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, if you're bored with the same old thing for dinner or maybe appetizers, Greek food.
Yeah, it might be something that's never been served in your kitchen until now. Chef Jenn, known as Jenny with the Good Eats, is dishing out the details and letting us in on the recipe for Greek meatballs. Good morning to you. And I don't know how they say that in Greek, but good morning.
Good morning.
There you go. That works for us. So Greek meatballs, I mean, you think Italian food when you think of meatballs, but Greek, huh?
Yes, Greek. The best spices on the planet. I'm a little biased because I cook so much Greek food, but I think it's the best. And this was kind of a special request from Todd, so we had to do it.
This was a special request from Todd?
Maybe.
So next we're going to make Bloody Marys next.
Yes, we can do Bloody Marys next for sure.
Okay.
We can do Greek Bloody Marys. Why not?
Oh, there we go. Sure, put the meatball right on top.
Well, I do a lot of the cooking in the house, but I never cook Greek.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I don't really know. So I'm always looking for simple ways to incorporate, as she said, those awesome spices into our dinners. So how'd you come up with this recipe?
Yeah, so this was the recipe that was actually on Food Network. So this is what helped me win $10,000. So it's a decent recipe. I mean, it's good. So we'll actually get right into it and start making it. So right here, I have some lean ground beef. So when I was on Supermarket Stakeout, I had lean ground beef. I had some vegetables and, you know, spices. That's about it. So I had to work with it. I had to make the best of what I had. So I'm going to go ahead and mix in some green pepper, some red onion, and some chopped garlic here. And these are all raw. So what's going to happen is these will cook down with the meat, and it's just going to help make it more moist. Then I'm going to add in some parsley. Then I'm going to add in all my nice Greek seasonings. So I have some salt, black pepper, allspice, and oregano. So you're going to get some nice earthy tones. You're going to get some more of those warming spices in there. And then this is actually Greek yogurt.
Oh.
So I did not have any eggs to make this on the show. So this was my binder. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of chickpea flour just to kind of keep that Mediterranean flavor. You can use breadcrumbs, anything like that. But this is actually gluten-free as well, which is nice. So then we're just going to start mixing it up. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of olive oil in there too, because this meat is so lean.
That is one
So
thing.
we're just
Is
gonna
that,
get
is
it
that
all
the trick?
mixed up.
I gotta ask that because that's I was making meatballs for spaghetti meatballs last week, and they always dry out.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what I do, they always dry out.
Yes.
How do you keep them moist?
So one of my tips is definitely adding all these fresh vegetables to it to help release the moisture. Another, of course, is having that binder. So I put in the Greek yogurt and then also the olive oil. So it's all going to depend on kind of your fat content of the meat you're using. And because this is a sirloin, it's super lean. So I'm just going to roll it up into a nice size there. You can do this with a tablespoon at home too.
Well, it looks like
and
the kids could help, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Kids could help with
this.
this.
Definitely. Definitely. So I am rolling it in a little bit of chickpea flour too, because this is going to help me brown it.
So
and
you're putting
another
on the
thing
outside?
too.
Okay. I don't do that. I need to do that.
Yeah. So put a little bit of flour on it like that. And then what happens is as it's cooking too, that's going to form a crust. And then that crust is going to keep in your moisture too.
Love it.
So all kinds of ways to make sure they don't dry out on you. And I always do them in the pan fry method.
Huh.
And I always do it with a cast iron skillet too. So we'll walk over to the stove here and get these on.
Now, before you went on the show, had you ever made these before?
I do make them all the time, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I make them for clients a lot. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
when
we're
you put
going
on
to
the
drop
spot
them in
like
the
that.
cast iron.
Yeah, that's what I was curious.
Go to
I
what you know.
Exactly. You have to kind of go back to those things that you're used to doing. And, you know, when you have some of those ingredients where you're like, I can possibly pull it off, you just go with it. Just make the best of it.
Absolutely.
So these are going to start to cook and they'll brown on one side. And then you just gently flip them over, keep rotating them, just get nice brownness all over. And if you're a little nervous about them cooking all the way through, I always say pop them in like a 350-degree oven for like 5 to 10 minutes. So not too long, just finish them out. And you can work with batches in these too. So I don't want to overcrowd my pan so that they start to steam, because that's when they start to turn like gray. They're not very appetizing. So you want to give them plenty of room to do their thing and caramelize the outside.
Awesome.
Well, we've run short on time,
And then,
Jenn, but
I'm going to actually, I'll show you the finished product right here.
We got to see it.
Boom, look at that.
Oh,
so these are Greek meatballs.
With those veggies, yes.
That's over a Greek salad there, so you can do that as an entree. And then we have this little appetizer. So this probably looks very familiar from the show. So it's our meatballs over the tzatziki with pickled red onion. So lots of ways you can utilize these.
Oh, I want those. Just bring. I wish you were here, Jen.
I know.
I wish you were here.
We do miss you.
I know. I wish I was there too. I miss you too.
Thank you. For more information, go to jennywiththegoodeats.com. Thanks for cooking for us.
Yes.